Hello, this is Shannon Franks, and I'm presenting my project on Jurassic World. My 6 objectives will be culture, listening, verbal messages, nonverbal messages, perception of self, and interpersonal relationship types. Our culture is the term that refers to the complex collection of knowledge, folklore, language, rules, rituals, habits, lifestyles, attitudes, beliefs, and customs that link and give a common identity to a particular group of people at a specific point in time. In this scene, Owen is with his raptors. He has managed to tame them and keep them under control, along with his partner Barry. Hoskins, who is head of engine security, Owen, and Barry start to discuss the progression of the raptor training. Hoskins wants to use the raptors as weapons against war. Owen and Barry disagree. They feel as though the raptors are animals and shouldn't be treated as an asset. Owen and Barry probably feel this way because of the way they were raised to value life. Hoskins, on the other hand, feels as though he doesn't care for the well-being of these animals. He may not have been raised to disregard life, but because of his militant background, his cultural beliefs are far different than Owen. Here we can see from the
We know that the military needs to reduce casualties. Some people think that robots are the future. Look, nature gave us the most effective killing machines 75 million years ago, and now we know they can take orders. Finally, you make progress about defending your cities. Make a weapon? Oh, come on, Jets. It's grown-up time. Drones can't search tunnels and caves, and they're hackable. The minute a real war breaks out, all that fancy tech is going to go dark. But that tech's not going to eat them if they forget to feed it. Look at these creatures. They've got millions of years of instinct in their cells. Instinct that we can program. Their loyalty cannot be bought. These guys are going to run straight into the enemy's teeth and eat them, belt buckle and all. What if they decide they want to be control? Well, then we remind them who is and terminate the roads. Promote only loyal bloodlines. What? What's so funny? No, you come here and you don't learn anything about these animals except what you want to know. You made them and now you think you own them. We do own them. Extinct animals have no rights. They're not extinct anymore, Hoskins. Exactly. We're sitting on a gold mine. And Maserati is using it to stock a petting zoo. He just wants to teach people some humility. He doesn't make weapons. You think that the eighth richest man in the world is only into oil, telecom, and family fun parks? He's so diversified, he doesn't even know what he owns. How long has Engine been practicing this pitch? Since the day we hired you out of the Navy. You knew the end game. These animals place thousands of boots on the ground. How many lives would that save? Worst part of nature. Look around, Owen. Every living thing in this jungle trying to murder the other. Mother Nature's way of testing her creation, refining the pecking order. War's a struggle. Struggle breeds greatness. And without that, we end up in places like this, charge $7 a soda. Do you hear yourself when you talk? This is gonna happen. With or without you boys. Progress always wins. Maybe progress should lose for once.
listening. Listening is a core competency skill necessary to effectively communicate. In order to listen effectively, you must communicate clearly and listen actively. There are 3 components of listening: hearing, interpreting, and understanding. Here in this scene, Claire is about to meet with some investors who are looking to sponsor their new dinosaur, the Indominus Rex. Here, Claire is explaining to the investors how the Indominus was created. The clients at this point are interpreting what she is saying, and in turn they're understanding, which has made them go ahead and make the decision to go ahead and invest in the park's new asset. Verbal communication. Verbal communication refers to the use of sounds and language to relay a message. It serves as a vehicle for expressing desires, ideas, and concepts, and is vital to the process of learning and teaching. In combination with nonverbal forms of communication, verbal communication acts as the primary tool for expression between two or more people. Words can be concrete or abstract. Concrete words can be linked to a person or object to be experienced in a physical sense. Abstract words differ from concrete words because you cannot use your five senses to detect them. You're using feelings like empathy, love, and fear, to name a few. Here in this scene, Gray is discussing with Zach about their impending parents' divorce. At first, Zach dismisses the idea, but then sees that Gray is upset by the thought of it. He then tries to make light of the situation. Gray doesn't connect with the verbal message that is being sent because he doesn't have the ability to process the thought. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication between people is communicating through sending and receiving wordless clues. It includes the use of visual cues such as body language, facial expressions, gestures, eye contact, posture, and tone of voice. Here, Owen and Claire are searching for the boys. They've just entered the old visitor center. Upon arriving, they realize they're not alone. They hide and have to communicate through nonverbal clues to escape the Indominus. They are using eye contact, touch, and head nods. Next, we have perception of self. The perception you have of yourself includes many different images. You might say, "Who am I?" or "What do I think of myself?" "What do others think of me?" You perceive yourself through your self image. Your self image is how you view yourself in general, it's your overall mental picture of you. Your self-esteem is used in your perception, how you value yourself and self-worth. Your self-perception also allows you to become mindful of situations in your surroundings that may be unsafe and requires your attention in order to survive. Here, after Owen dismissed Hoskins' comment about using the Raptors for war, he later seized the opportunity to take control of Masrani's company and claim responsibility for the park and its animals, as he intended to. He relieved all of the workers and hired a new team on the ground. After he did that, he went ahead and took control of the Raptors and used the Raptors against the Indominus to catch them, regardless of what Barry, Owen, and Claire wanted him to do. Hoskins perceives himself as someone who will do anything, including the lack of care for life. He has to do what he has to do in order to make his plan work. Interpersonal relationship types. Friendship. Friendship is an unconditional interpersonal relationship where individuals enter into by their own will and choice. Friendship is a relationship where there are no formalities and individuals enjoy each other's presence. Friendship can be between a man and a woman, a man and a man, a woman and a woman. Family. Family communication patterns establish roles, identities, and enable the growth of individuals. Family dysfunction may also be exhibited by communication patterns. Romantic relationships are defined in terms of the concept of passion, intimacy, and commitment. Professional relationships, also known as working relationships, are individuals working together for the same organization, are said to share a professional relationship. And individuals sharing a professional relationship are called colleagues. Colleagues may or may not like each other. Here we see that we have family, which is brothers, Zach and Gray, friends, which is Claire, Owen, Zach, and Gray, and the working relationship between Owen and Barry. Summary. Since taking this course, I've learned many different ways that we communicate. I never realized how much our whole demeanor affects the way we do send messages. Our body language plays a big part in our communication, from our facial expressions to eye contact and tone of voice. Every day we are sending messages verbally and non-verbally. Our culture and perceptions play a major role in our thoughts and thus words. Like they always say, communication is key in all things.